watching this podcast with B. Simone and her friend. So a friend opened up about struggling, right? She didn't have a job. She was living with her parents as a single mom, and she had her car repo. But meanwhile, B. Simone, she was publicly giving out money to others, like strangers, right? But her friends didn't get any help. So this got me thinking, if you out here getting money, should you help a struggling friend, or is it not your responsibility? Even if y'all are very close.
For me, first, I don't even know who Big Simone is. That's the first thing. I'm in that, what's the millennial?
Yeah, me too.
Something like that. So I don't even know who Big Simone
You
is.
might do like it. Well, if you watch Wild and Out before,
Yeah.
she was on it before. So you
I
probably
would
know.
have to see her.
Okay.
Okay. But secondly, no. I'm selfish. And that's one thing. So if I feel like giving my money to somebody else, it don't matter, it's my money to distribute to whoever I wanted to distribute it to, whether it's a stranger or not. If you're my friend, then I know your business. Right? So then I know why you're in that situation. And as a friend, I mean, I don't offer you advice before you even got to where you at, because I would, as your friend, observe that you was going through something. And as your friend, I should have pulled you to the side, you know what I'm saying, before you even got that far off and brought it to your attention, like, hey man, I see you're going through something, maybe you should try a savings account, maybe you should try to get a second job, you know, Uber pay, try something. I feel like I would have had offered some type of, what they call it, intervention before they got that bad. So if you are doing that bad, at the end of it, then that's on you. I wouldn't, and then you never know why they in a situation. Because to me, they either bad with money, they tricked it off on some dude or something like that. You know, like how did they get into that situation? A person on the street, they could have, you know, had something else happen to them. They might be more deserving. You'll never know. And sometimes God puts stuff on your heart to help a stranger. You know what I'm saying? So if they cock blocking that, then they hating on the Lord's will. So you ain't my friend.
So you wouldn't even get back on their feet?
No, why would I do it? I didn't help you get off your feet. And I feel like as your friend, like I said, I would have, if I saw you falling off, I would have been like, hey, you okay? You want to talk? Let's figure out a plan. Let's get a strategy. Let's do something to get you out of the going down so that you can start to accelerate. But if they're going to continue to decline to the point where they homeless and they caught on their repo and all that, I mean, you don't care about your credit. I mean, your hygiene is stuff down because you don't even have a house to sleep in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have chosen now to let yourself get into that situation. But it's the same with the people on the street. But at the same time, it's easier for you to have sympathy for a stranger because they could be a veteran. You know, they could just lost their job one day and they had a snowball effect. They may not have family. You know, they could be from out of town. Their parents could have died. You don't ever know. Yeah. But somebody that you do know their business. You do know how they got there. So I'm gonna be more judgmental because I'm gonna hold you accountable. There's accountability right there. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I'm gonna be very transparent. I mean, you know, you live and you learn. I was that person who lost a job, had 3 kids, got evicted. You know, mom died. I had literally me and my kids slept in the car a couple of times, slept in a motel. You know, life happens. You know, but you live and you learn. For me, I'm the total opposite. I mean, I most definitely agree with what you're saying, but I'm just like,
you'll help your friend.
I'll help my friend, because I look at it like this.
A blessing for one.
It's a blessing, you know, it's gonna come back to me 10 times fold, but I'm not helping you just so I can receive something back from God. I'm doing it because that's what I am, a child of God. Even though I sin, I do wrong like everybody else, but God is within me, and the right thing to do is for me to help. So it's gonna come back.
What if they irresponsible though?
It's not that's something that they have to answer to God.
So you can still help them.
I will still help.
Girl, you is an angel.
I was
the real angel right here.
I was still help, cause for real,
you got a good heart.
I was in that situation, y'all. I was living in that situation for real. Like, and it wasn't that, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't, you know, manage my money, or I couldn't budget, or
life happens. And it happened quick too.
Like life is sometimes, and you don't be knowing what, you know, how it's gonna hit you, you know. So I'm gonna help, but I am gonna have I will have a conversation. Hey, you know, it's enough money out here for all of us to eat, and you know what I'm saying. I know you would help me because if we're that close like that,
Right.
but we, you know, let's try to figure some stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So we won't, you know, be in this same situation again.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
I'm on the same boat.
I want to say one thing. So with that story, there is a rapper. I don't know him either, cause he a young rapper, y'all. But it's on the internet. So the story with him is the opposite of that. They said that he's in the penitentiary right now, like locked up. I don't know for what or how long, but they said that he dead broke. Like he made songs and everybody's son, household songs or whatever, right? And he in jail, and they said that when he was free, he spent all his money like on his friends and his family, helping everybody out. And now he in jail, he only get money from feds. So like on the contrary to that, this one celebrity who got a friend who she not helping, and she helping other random people. But then what do you do when you're a celebrity and you do got the money and you do got that good heart and people taking advantage of you?
Yes.
See, that's when you gotta have a discernment. You gotta have the spirit of discernment. I ain't most definitely ain't no preacher, y'all, but this just stuff that my mom used to teach me. You gotta have the spirit of discernment. You know, discernment will teach you, or God will show you when people are not as good, or people, you know, will use you, you know what I'm saying, for the things that you have.
Yes.
So you gotta have the discernment.
Deacon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You gotta learn how to, you gotta see, you know, you gotta have that
read
type
their
of
spirit, check them aura, see if they got that bad energy.
I just wanna say, I'm big on reading people, and I'm big on, you know, energy and vibe. Like if I get a feeling about somebody, or sometimes God will be like, Trish, you need to be quiet, you need to sit back and hush. Cause I wanna pop off, but Trish. Or even like a homeless person one time, I was going down over to my dude's house, and it was a homeless man, and he said he had to sign up. You know how they had to sign up, you know, and I was gonna give him some money, and something just told me, so I didn't do it. And then come to find out that same person, that homeless man, had robbed the person that actually gave him money. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So you gotta have like.
And sometimes they be out there on the street because they was child molesters or rapers, and their family won't even allow them back in the house, and that's why they standing out there on the street with a sign, because they done raped their grandchild or whatever, and so they standing out there homeless now, because you got to wonder when you see them like that, like, how did you get here? I ask people questions.
I do. That's me.
How did you get
How
here?
you get here? And then sometimes another thing I want to tell you.
Oh, I do, because I want to know where my
me
money
too.
going.
That's all
I don't-
between the guy.
Yeah, I don't be in the business, but I'll be like, okay, girl,
Right.
okay, well let's do. Well, we won't do that no more. We ain't gonna go shopping. You know, let's cut back our shopping.
Now my friends, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, now my friends, yes. But like people on the street, homeless people, I don't ask.
Yeah.
Now with my friends, yes, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be nosy, like,
Yeah.
you know what you do, you know, because like as me as a friend, let me tell you something. If I see you out here getting money and you out here living it up, going on vacations, and you giving out checks to strangers, I'm gonna feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? If you my friend. But at the same time, it also depends on the situation, because you do have friends who take that advantage of you. So you also gotta protect your peace. You know, you protect your peace and your money, because some people like to use you like an ATM. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I feel like how that rapper got like that,
Especially when they know what you have.
Exactly.
That's why if I win the lottery,
I would
I ain't
tell
telling
nobody.
Nobody gonna know.
But I would help who I want to help, and I would help, you know.
Yeah, there will be signs.
But but I
Where
would.
you got that money from?
Yeah.
I got a loan.
And then, you know, I be putting you in severe situations.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Like that may be a situation from him. You know, stop giving me your money.
Yeah.
Don't depend on nobody, but depend on me.
Yeah,
You know,
that's it.
But also one of the things that you gotta understand is, first thing first, is being poor is expensive. Okay? Because, and a lot of people don't realize that. So they think, oh, you got some money. People say no, because you constantly trying to catch up on these bills and debts ahead, but you still ain't struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's another thing you gotta understand.
Yeah.
It's
Rich
expensive.
people get rich
It's
by not
expensive
spending
to
money.
be poor.
Right.
Or they stay rich by not spending a lot of money.
Exactly.
What was up with her comment? She said, I seen something on Facebook where she said, the friend, I guess, she was like, she's so broke now that she have to shop at H&M. I shop at
I
H&M.
ain't see it, but I shop there.
I can say, I
Find out what's
shop,
wrong with that.
yeah, I shop at H&M all the time. I don't consider myself, I ain't saying I'm, you know, just all that.
Most people try to be flashy. Me, I'm a look normal.
Right.
We just keep it real.
Keep it real.
But they